And joining us now is the mayor of Mayfield, Kentucky, Kathy Stewart Onan. Madam Mayor, good morning to you and our deepest condolences.
Thank you so much.
Where do things stand this morning in terms of the rescue and the recovery there?
This morning, I don't have any I don't have any hard numbers for anyone today. I do know yesterday, after meeting with the governor, that possibly the numbers from the candle factory aren't as grim as we first thought. The problem there at first was getting an accurate number of how many people were actually at work that night. So hopefully today we'll get firm numbers from the candle factory.
Yeah, the candle factory was devastated, and we're so sorry to hear about those who've lost. I know that there are so many pressing needs for you and your community in this moment. I was thinking about the schools, the power, the water, so many things. Where do things stand in terms of what you need immediately this morning?
Our water tower, we lost a water tower, so we have no water within the city limits. All the power was cut just for safety reasons after everything fell. So there's no power within the city limits, and the natural gas has been turned off because of so many leaks. So we have no resources to that. We are so blessed with things people are sending to us. There's enough drinking water accessible to the public and to all the emergency workers, but it's the things that other resources are going to take a long time to be restored here.
How is the shelter-in-place situation? Because I know a lot of folks who did survive may not have power. It's been very cold there. How are you handling that for those who need shelter?
The first night they were bused from, the ones that came to City Hall and the fire station were bused to Mayfield High School, which also had no power and no water. And we quickly were able, by mid-morning, I think, to get them to some areas in the county. We have several small communities within the county, to get them where there was power and there was water, I think. And so I haven't had any contact with them. I hope that this afternoon I can start to get in touch with those people. Some of them were bused as well to a church in Lone Oak, which is in McCracken County. So none of them are sheltering in set-up shelters here within the city.
Speaking of churches, you lost 4 churches in your community, and I was just thinking yesterday was Sunday, and I wondered how everyone worshiped yesterday.
I had hoped to get to a church on the edge of town, which of course had no of the things that I just mentioned to you, but that church is intact, and my church met with that congregation. I wasn't able to get there, but it was so heartwarming to know that we had been extended that invitation, and our congregation was worshiping with them. Last Sunday, the 5th, we had what we called an Advent walk, and the 3 historic downtown churches, which are completely destroyed, my church, the Methodist, and we walked from church to church and had a service there. And after that service, so many of us commented about what a wonderful way this was for all of us to worship together. Little did we know it would be the last time we did that, but we're so thankful to have had that opportunity, which will be in our hearts forever. Every Christmas, that's what we'll think of.
It's just such hard times there. Mayor, thank you for your time this morning. Our hearts are with you, our prayers, and hopefully you're going to get the resources that you need.
I feel sure we will. I'm so pleased with what has come our way from our state and federal government.
Wow, that's good to hear. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much for being here.
It's one resilient woman right there that we're looking at. Let's get more on the tornado outbreak and what triggered it so late in the season, which is a question now a lot of people wonder, like, why now?
Exactly. Well, guys, unfortunately, because of a warming climate, this is what we're probably going to start to be seeing more of. This was a recipe for a December disaster. It was April-like temperatures on Friday afternoon, record highs into the 70s and 80s, and you go into that one area where that tornado outbreak happened. We're talking 20 to 30 degrees above average average, and that record warmth was the main ingredient for this outbreak. And so, and what we're also seeing is now, unfortunately, an easterly shift to Tornado Alley, decreasing down from Texas, Oklahoma, on into Kansas, and moving more into more highly populated areas. And this winter warming has been continuing. Most pronounced warming is happening right where we saw those tornadoes, the Mississippi Valley on into the Northeast. And the problem with this, we talked about it on Friday, the increased warmth may be producing more severe weather days during the winter. And Friday, we told you these were going to be nighttime storms. And the biggest problem with that is that you cannot see these things. Tornado fatalities are twice as likely to happen at night. Many folks are asleep. They're unaware of the warnings. Tornadoes are difficult to see in the dark. Now, the ways to make sure you get awakened, if you've got an iPhone or an iPad, go to settings, notifications, government alerts. If you have an Android phone, advanced settings, emergency alerts, or you can download an app from the Red Cross Tornado app. You can download it from the App Store. But the big problem is, guys, that unfortunately with this warming climate, we're going to see more and more of this. And from what we've been told by the National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky, they have actually asked for structural engineers. So that most likely means that they're expecting this tornado that happened in Mayfield to probably be a high 4 or a low category 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's just devastating.
Yeah. All right, Al, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.